It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Good. 180. Record.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Dante Fowler, his second sack of the night. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 60 or. Here we go. Ready, go. Ready.
Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Good second. 180. Check. Watch 54. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Run. Right there. 54.
Now Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Regular. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch it. Run.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 11 now. Bortles. And Cooks has it over the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dante Fowler bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Check 15. Check 15.
Regular.
58, boy. 58. 58. It's Mike.
You ain't got nothing. One touch.
Throw it. Mayfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Smith. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They run. It's Johnson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On the ball.
Mike, 44.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, World.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Hey.
58, Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak, go.
58.
On the handoff, it's Gurley.
Let's go, dude.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Throwing is Bortles. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw is Bortles. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
On the ready.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit.
I got it. 58, right over there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
180. Up, left.
You can't block.
Pistol.
58 to Mike, 58.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns were able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Here we go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Bortles.
Second turn, defense. Second turn, defense. Let's go.
He gets it to Cooks. A good pickup there at 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Big stop, G.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Get ready.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, Charlie.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Big grip.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Flush to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
18 Gator. All day, dog. Clear. Get it.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Outlaw, 80 weapons.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back. At his own 19-yard line.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Good. 220. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. From the gun, it's Bortles. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On the ground, this is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They come out here in the I. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Here's Gurley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because
and deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to us. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
180.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
180. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back